So today I'm going to be talking about the 4 things my dreads are teaching me. I've had my dreads for almost 5 years. Come this summer, I think July, it'll be 5 years that I've had them. So the first thing they've been teaching me is perfectly imperfect. Dreads will never be perfect. I'm not sure that the word perfect can even apply anywhere in the world of dreads. They will never be perfectly the same size, perfectly placed, perfect length, and they will never behave perfectly. Perfectly imperfect is something I've had to learn to accept, not only about myself, but about those around me and humanity in general. Nobody can be perfect. I can't be perfect. You can try your hardest, you can give it 110, but you will never be perfect. And it is okay, and in its own way, it is actually a beautiful thing. And we are all, more or less, perfectly imperfect, like dreads. Second thing is the hardest thing for me. The second thing is patience. So dreads require a lot of patience. Patience for them to tighten, mature, patience for them to grow. And no matter where you're at in life, you're going to have to apply patience, whether it's at school, work, relationships. I mean, even if you have a dog, you're going to need patience. The third thing is don't overdo it. So before I had dreads, I washed my hair every day religiously. Some people with regular hair, undreaded hair, wash every other day, a couple times a week. Regardless of your schedule, that's not how it's going to be anymore once you have dreads. If you keep getting them wet and they never fully dry out, mold will set in and destroy your dreads. It also smells bad, by the way. So you can't overdo the washing. If you use the crochet hook for maintenance, you can't overdo the crocheting. It'll cause breakage, pinches in the hair, abnormal formation. You can't overdo it. And in life, I'm having to learn how not to overdo things and to just chill. Give it a little time. Kind of circles back up to patience. Number 4, growing into maturity. So for me, dreads are very symbolic of roots and maturing and growing. Growing into maturity is something your dreads will do. It will take time, patience, but they will become more and more mature. They will tighten, they will lock up, they will grow longer, and they will become what you envisioned them to be over time. And it's the same with maturity. Maturity isn't something you just wake up and put on. It's something that requires you applying yourself to every day. For me, maturity is not necessarily any one behavior, but it's how you approach the different areas of life. Learning to be patient, practicing empathy, sometimes practicing how to be quiet and not say anything at all, even if you think you might know the answer. Sometimes it's better to say nothing. So growing into maturity is something I'm learning as my dreads also have grown into maturity. And to practice it and, again, use it as more of an approach to life in general. So those are the 4 things my dreads have been teaching me. My dreads are a lot smarter than me, in case you haven't figured that out already. But I would love to hear what your dreads have taught you, and feel free to comment below. Thanks.